GROOTE Hospital is home to a museum dedicated to the world's first heart transplant. It happened in this room under the steady hand of Dr Christiaan Barnard, who died in 2001. The surgery has barely changed in 50 years.
What has, of course, dramatically changed is the post-operative immunosuppression, post-operative care, and that led to a phenomenal survival rate. We have today 70–80% of transplant patients living after 10 years.
In 1967, the first transplant triggered a debate on whether it was ethical or not.
Letters written at the time show a mixed response to the surgery. One doctor in the former Yugoslavia describes it as the most important event in the history of the human spirit. A man in Turkey wants to send everyone on the surgical team a new pair of shoes. Congratulations. But some were negative as well. One man in Australia has filed a complaint with the police. He thinks the operation was illegal. And this woman in Italy said, "Never man shall be able to replace a human heart, as man can't replace God's will."
Half a century later, a lack of education and awareness continues to prevent people from registering as organ donors. But without them, none of these men would be alive today. 3 of them have new hearts, the 4th a transplanted kidney.
We don't have a very strong tradition of people becoming organ donors. Why not consider living on through somebody else and giving somebody else a second chance, and in that way, leave a legacy?
One legacy of Dr Barnard's pioneering surgery is inspiration. The cardiology team at the hospital where he worked is continuing to break new ground, just launching a new plastic heart valve that could revolutionise the treatment of rheumatic heart disease.
The significance of what we do now is a practical significance, because we talk about 33 million patients who would otherwise die.
These trainee nurses have come to be inspired by Dr Barnard's work. They're looking at the first 6 hearts he transplanted. Some see the vital organ as the centre of our emotions, others as a pump. But it's only understood as well as it is because of Dr Barnard and his team. Tania, Al Jazeera, Cape Town.